Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Gold Diggers podcast. I believe we're recording.
Yeah.
Welcome back, guys. Summer's over for some. For Chelsea, it seems like it's still going on because I'm sure there's a lot more transfers that are going to be coming our way. But hey, it is what it is. You are joined by myself at Anita Abayami me on all social media platforms, and we are here with
Faye. I'm here. No socials.
no socials.
You're such a liar, by the way.
No socials.
You're a liar. Go find her at teams_GH.
Guys, we have a new terrorist in the gang. Everybody, please welcome Faye.
I'm not a terrorist. Thanks.
She's back, man.
But you are. You really are. This is probably Chelsea. If Chelsea was a person, they'd hate to see you come in. Like, literally, that's what it is. You terrorize the hell out of Chelsea, but you give good constructive criticism sometimes as well. But hey, welcome.
90% of the time.
I would say more 40. 40% of the time.
I think you're being generous.
I think I'm being generous too, but you know, it's her first day here. You want to make her feel included and welcome, you know?
Fair.
You're welcome. Welcome, Faye.
Thanks.
But guys, today we are going to talk all things pre-season, leading up into the season. And if you haven't noticed, we're all Chelsea fans sitting here at the moment. Lauren is on her way, the only Tottenham fan of the group. But we are going to keep it a little bit Chelsea-centric to start off with. And we're going to talk a little bit about Enzo Maresca, his appointment. We're going to talk about the millions of players that have been signed for the Blues. And we're going to go straight into what we think we deserve going into this season. So, coming off the bat of Chelsea versus Inter, Faye, talk to me. How do you feel about this Enzo Maresca signing? Well, appointment.
I didn't want him. I'm not lie. I didn't want him. I felt like going into the season, this is our fifth manager now. You know, this is going to be the fifth appointment. Let's do it right, okay? You spent so much money appointing, sacking. We need stability in the club. You know, it's the fourth year or how many years it's been. Let's do it right. Cool. I would have liked Tuchel because he was free. I know I was calling for Tuchel to get sacked. I know.
I'm so sorry. For our new listeners, yeah, Faye has been calling for Tuchel's head before Tuchel got sacked. Like, it was bizarre. After Tuchel won the Champions League, she was Tuchel out, and I couldn't understand it. And now that Tuchel's gone, all of a sudden, I want Tuchel back. No, you don't get to say that. I
do want him back, okay? And I feel like out of the managers available, he would have been the best option. But we've got this Maresca dude. You know, he was under Pep
for like a year.
He got, Leicester promoted. So I was like, do you know what? I'm going to give him a chance. I've liked his interviews that he was talking about. Seems very positive. He has a system. Let's rock and roll.
We'll talk about that system. I'm sure a couple of us have watched that system during pre-season. Timo, how are we feeling about Maresca? Deep sigh, man.
You know what? I'm not gonna. I said online, and I'm gonna say it on the pod. I'm not gonna judge him until the first game of the season.
That's very quick.
Huh?
That's very quick.
As in, like, I don't really have an opinion. Am I happy about the appointment? No. I think the worst thing about the appointment is the 6-year deal. Why are you giving a manager 5+1? Think about if that's logical. Think about the churn of managers and how long managers usually last in the Premier League. You just mentioned the amount of money we've wasted on appointments.
Yeah.
This is the fifth one. 5+1 year, Faye. 5+1.
That's bizarre.
They don't care.
Does that make logically okay? This guy is not. It's not like we're getting Pep Guardiola. This guy, you said, won the championship just about. At one point, he was 18 points clear. He just about won it.
Yeah, that's true.
He just about won it. You're coming into a dysfunctional club. You had 1 year under Pep. At least Arteta had how many years under Pep? You had 1 year under Pep. You decided to go bold. You decided to kind of like have his same.
Bold got to do.
I don't think that was his decision.
We now have our own eggheads. Cool. Does that mean that you need to give this guy a 5+1 year deal?
I don't think it matters because Potter, I'm sure he'd still be here. with his
We're
deal.
still paying him.
Exactly. So
£200,000 a week we are paying to Mr. Graham Stephen Potter. And so how much more are we going to pay for this guy? It's like the thing about this club is, and I think is a theme throughout the summer, is they've taken so many risks. So many risks. And some of them, like with risk comes high reward, but it can also go the other way. It can also go the other way. 5+1 deal is honestly, I do not understand. And apparently it wasn't the club's idea. It was his idea.
But that's the thing. We've now set that precedence that we can offer these large deals. And that's why he's coming saying, do you know what? Your turnover of managers are really high. The last dude got about 4 to 5 years. I want 6. You know what I mean? He can come in and demand that.
Deal. Poch had a 2-year deal.
But with the option of extension, no? And he was getting paid ridiculously. His payment was ridiculous.
I just think to myself, he has to work. He actually has to work.
We don't have a choice.
And that's the scariest thing about it.
I mean, he looks like he's got some sense.
What, because he wears a suit every now and then?
I mean, from what I've seen so far this pre-season, you know, he seemed to understand basic things that Poch didn't.
Like what?
Like, for example, in the midfield, it doesn't have to be an island. The players don't have to be an island in the pivot. They don't have to be this far away from each other. Do you know what I mean? He knows that, okay, cool. You know, he said he's watched everybody play.
Yeah.
And he knows how to get the best out of them. So I'm willing to take the risk.
We don't have a choice.
Like,
we don't
that's
have a
the
choice,
thing.
Faye.
We don't have it. This has to work.
It has
If
to
it doesn't work, I don't know what I'm going to do. It has to work because at the end of the day, we're looking at our owners as well, right? And we're looking at the amount of money that they're spending. So they're churning in, and we're going to talk about the transfers that we've been seeing this season as well, but they're churning in a lot of money and they're taking out a lot of money at the same time. So if this doesn't work, I want to see how the Premier League's going to react and if we are going to get some sort of sanctions.
Of course we are.
Because this can't be legal. It honestly can't be legal. It's too much money that we're losing. Way too much.
Yeah.
And if we even think to sack Maresca, what we're going to have to pay him for the next God knows how many years, there's probably a clause in there somewhere that says we ain't got to pay him for that much. Do you know what I mean?
5+1.
Girl, we've heard you. 5+1.
I might need to get that on the back of my shirt, to be honest, because I just... But I also think to myself, there's so much for this football club, honestly. I think it has to work. If it doesn't work... and this is the other thing is, when I say work, what I mean by he needs to deliver Champions League football. I'm not talking about a fifth would be an improvement, but that's not working.
Expectations already?
Yeah. I'm talking about expectations because I really want people to understand what I mean by work. Work is not just an improvement in points. It means Chelsea have to get Champions League football this season.
But we could have got that last season.
No. Yeah, last season's gone. I'm talking about
I know, but I'm saying with the squad, with Poch,
with the injuries as well,
with the injuries as well, we could have gotten Champions League football last season.
But this season is a new season.
And the man just has sense.
With a manager, we do not know how he's going to work in the Premier League. It's a risk,
giving him
boy.
time.
Okay.
And I don't say that lightly.
That's very true. You didn't give Potter time, did you?
I didn't give Potter time. I didn't give
Poch.
Poch, I said I'm give him, I didn't want him, but I'm going to give him like a couple of weeks. You know, Maresca, I'm going to give him some time.
What do you mean by that? How long?
I want to be smiling in January with the fact that, okay, we're in deep in some competitions.
So you're giving him till January?
To see an improvement, yeah.
Jan?
Yeah.
No.
Wait, okay, so you're giving him to January to see improvements?
Yeah. So
You're boying it.
Why?
Till Jan to just see improvements?
Yeah.
So by Jan, that's when the improvement should be there.
The improvement should be like, you have to understand, this is a new system, it's a new manager.
Boying it.
New players coming in.
Boying
You
it.
know, everything has to be meshed in together. There's a new
Boying
style
it.
of play.
Do you know why, yeah? I'm okay. I'm giving him till October to make me happy. October. End of October.
End
End of October
Interesting.
to make me happy. And I remember by
do you mean
happiness I don't mean win after win after win after win. I need to see that you are playing a system that's going to work in due time. I need to see that. Because with Pochettino, we didn't know what this system was, the style of play, for a very long time. And even till now, I still don't really know what his style of play was or what the system was. Do you get? So I'm giving him to October to have a style of play, to have a system that I can say, yeah, this could work out eventually. Because looking at the preseason and this inverted fullback malarkey.
She said malarkey.
It's malarkey. The inverted fullback system is different to Tuchel's. Yeah, we can admit that. It's not going to work. Reece James struggled in that inverted fullback system. The defense struggled. So I'm giving him to October to figure it out, understand that if this inverted fullback thing is not working, switch it up and find a system that works, because I'm not lingering in 10th in January. I'm not doing it no more. I've had enough.
I think you're both being very generous.
So what are you giving him to?
Mr. Thomas Tuchel came in and implemented the system within 24 hours.
Word. I keep saying it.
I do.
No, wait. I'm not finished. Faye.
Finish. You're cooking.
I'm not finished.
Finish.
24 hours. So even the end of October, that's even too late. I'm not going on holiday and coming back and Chelsea's still going to be in this mess. No. I'm giving him the end of September. Before I leave these shores, he's got to have sorted this out. Particularly that defence. That defence is scary. Those centre backs are scary. I'm scared. Do you know how anxious I am for Haaland to be running in like this on our defence? We're finished. We're finished. Faye, he's got till the end of September.
Let me just say, I do agree with you on that, okay? But when Tuchel came, Tuchel's obviously a more experienced. He's won, cool. But when he came, there was more experience in the team.
No, there wasn't.
Yes, there was.
No, if you remember clearly, our team had babies in them. Remember?
No, we had Rudiger, Aspilicueta, Kovacic, Jorginho, Kante. We had guys there.
So, okay, we had them lot, right?
Yeah.
Who was around them?
Of course, still
The
babies.
babies.
But in this team, it's full of babies.
Whose fault is that?
Yeah, cool. But I'm just saying.
No.
There's context. There's context.
But Faye, it's not cool. Whose fault is it that we have a team full of babies?
I'm not being funny. And we're talking about experience, yeah? Let's keep it a stack. Enzo Fernandez, what has he just won?
Copa America. And
What did he win the year before?
The World Cup.
There's experience right there in the centre of the park.
And that's why he's the captain.
Who's captain?
Can we talk about that as well?
I thought that was very wild. But anyway, we'll come to it. But we've got experience there. In our back line, we still have experience. I don't give a heck.
Tosin has played how many games?
What did Mark Cucurella just win? The Euros.
Cucurella.
He's been playing. He's been playing for years.
He just only come in.
He's been playing for years.
Can you sing the song? Cucurella.
Drinks, Estrella.
Eating paella.
I love the way he sings it as well. Cucurella.
Such a character.
I love him. But we've got experience in Cucurella. We've got experience in Reece James, but when he plays. We've got experience in Reece James.
Never gonna see that dude again.
Shut up, Faye.
Boy.
Faye.
No, it's the truth.
Tosin's got experience.
So does Chilwell.
Chilwell's got experience. I know you're whispering, but
we're not going to see him again.
But no. But he's got experience though. We're talking about the experience in the team.
Sanchez.
We can add Sanchez to the list. We can add Sanchez to the list. And then going forward, I think that's where probably we lack the most experience. But Nkunku's got experience. Nkunku's by miles, country miles, the best player in the forwards. Raheem Sterling's got heaps of experience.
It's not the same.
It is the same. Because you name me the five good players.
At the time, they played... They were playing together, these lot, yeah? They were playing together, and unfortunately it didn't work with Lampard. Not unfortunately, fortunately it didn't work with Lampard.
No, because Rudiger was benched. Weren't Kante benched at one point? He was injured,
they were benched, but doesn't mean they were shit. Do you know what I mean?
But
so obviously people
so you're saying they're shit?
Sorry?
You're saying they're shit then? Because
I'm just saying that it's just different.
No, it's not.
It is a little bit different. There's some context there. There's some context.
There's context.
24
but
hours.
It's still the same shit.
And they came in he came in halfway during the season when these lot were fit. And
he's had a whole pre-season.
Yeah, but a lot of these, they've been playing a lot.
Listen,
what are you saying?
I mean, over the past season and whatnot, and then you have like the Euros and all of that shit, and then
Faye.
they've been playing a lot of games and they're exhausted.
Half these players didn't even go to the Euros.
Some of them did.
And Nkunku was not at the Euros.
Yeah.
Caicedo's fair. He went to, but he got knocked out
Very early.
very early.
It was very early.
Tosin, has he even touched an England cap?
Oh, Nigeria.
Harsh.
All Nigeria. The Sassy didn't even get picked
was
for the
injured.
Olympics. Colwill, nowhere to be found.
He was injured. A lot of these guys were injured.
Buddy
you know.
Ashil.
Rubbish.
What's his excuse?
Rubbish.
Gusto.
I don't know why he didn't actually get picked. He should have got picked.
Sterling wasn't picked. Madueke wasn't picked. Modric came back after a week of the Euros. Nicholas Jackson.
Injured.
Please, man.
But they have.
It just sounds like a whole bunch
Lavia.
of reasons. He was injured.
from injured.
He came back from the injury, but let's, you know what I mean?
Come on, these guys
he
are
had
not
to-
fit. These guys were
Like
not fit.
Fofana, Lavia, those are two players that I would say, okay, I'll give you a bye because you've been injured for the whole fucking
But they
season.
came back from. What I'm saying is that they came back to pre-season in a condition to
Yeah, so they're very rusty.
all of them.
Some of the guys are rusty.
Look,
Some of the guys aren't good enough, I agree. Badia Shile is not good enough. Cole not good enough.
Cobalt is
Disassi,
good enough.
not good
Sassy,
enough.
Cole's not good enough.
Cobalt's good enough, man. Cobalt's good
Come on.
enough.
I feel like he gets a blight because he's light skinned and from Cobham. But he's not. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Loftus Cheek never got a blind. Like people were saying that he was shit. Now look, balling. But I think Levi Cole, he's actually a baller. But he's always been played either at left back for some stupid reason for that manager that you gave time to.
I barely gave him time.
I didn't even let him step through the door. You don't know me. I did not let him.
I
get
didn't
through
want
the
him,
door.
but he was here, so I was like, okay, let's see what you got.
No, I didn't even want to see none of that. Levi, he's always been played out of position. Like, I blame the systems that he's been put in. None of it goes to his strengths.
And now he's playing left centre back, so let's see what he does.
Yeah, let's see what he
And I
does.
guarantee he's going to be shit. All he does is fight. He just
You need
fights.
a fighter.
He fights.
I love them old school players that want to fight. Like, fight.
No, he
for the
fights for
badge.
no reason. He's not even fighting
Yeah.
for the badge. He's fighting like, I don't want to say like how he's fighting, but he's
Whoa.
yeah, that's his thing. Whoa. He's fighting
Old school
somehow.
Faye was about to come out.
Yeah, I've changed my ways. He was fighting somehow. Yeah.
No, but I look at that team and what concerns me is the spine.
What is the spine?
Look at our goalkeepers. Who was in goal today?
Sanchez.
Hey,
All right.
was he actually? Did the other goalkeeper come on?
No. Genuine question, though. Because of how we ended last season with Petrovic as our number one, and obviously Sanchez was injured, but prior to his injury, he was a little bit shaky. I think my game that I remember of him, like his worst game, was probably against Brentford? At Brentford at home. And he was absolutely shocking in that game.
Against Leicester in the
Against
cup,
Arsenal,
shocking.
yeah.
Splattered against Liverpool at home, first game of the season.
Better than Mendy. So.
But my problem with this is last season I was screaming. I wouldn't say on my knees. I was on one knee, and I was
Pause, man.
I was begging this club to go out and get a world-class goalkeeper. £75 million later, we have 3 meaty goalkeepers. Meaty.
Yeah.
All that money could have been spent on a really good goalkeeper. I don't care what anyone says. If we go into the season with Robert Sanchez as number 1, we're finished. So that's one. I've already talked about the centre-backs. None of them are convincing. I don't care about Tosin. He's not convincing me yet.
He's all right.
All right, this is Chelsea football club.
needs to,
We need to be good.
No,
at
I mean, like,
least.
we've only seen him, like, mainly
Hey,
from
man.
pre-season. And he's been all right, like, a commanding force. Like, I can say he should be starting.
Bro, like, sorry.
Other than the centre,
What's your beef with Tosin?
I just don't think. I think so. I have the same beef with Tosin as I do with Disassi.
They're not the same.
No. Let me land. Let me land.
Apples and lemons.
Can I land? When I look at someone like Chalobah, I do not think either of those players are better than him, and I don't even think
So
Chalobah.
it's a comparison thing.
But I don't even think Chalobah's that good. But if you're going to let him go, you got to bring me someone that's better than £35 million that we spent on Disassi.
But
You got to bring me
Disassi-
someone that is better. I know that Tosin was free, but you better be bringing me someone who's better than Tosin. And
But Tosin might not even be bad. You have to give him a chance. It's only been pre-season.
Anyway, I think Tosin's a good signing.
the spine of that team is weak, and without a good solid spine, a world-class spine, we are not. I just really fear for what we're going to do going forward.
Alright, so obviously, goalkeepers, we'd prefer Petrovic, I'm assuming.
I would prefer-
I think he's
If we're gonna build a spine out of what we've got right now.
Shit.
Damn.
He's just not. He's not good with his feet.
My thing is,
shit.
he basically had half the season to play, right? And
He was better than Sanchez.
He was better than Sanchez, but it wasn't difficult at the time. Do you know what I mean? That was the time to really mark your territory and be like, oh, look, I'm here. And it was just some things where it was like, you're fucking shit. First of all, you should have saved that. First of all, your distribution is so shit that we're bringing back Sanchez. If your distribution was actually decent, Sanchez would have been gone.
I feel like you're really harsh on Petrovic.
No.
And I think Petrovic had more highlights than he did, well, more positive highlights than he did the negative highlights, in my opinion. And I feel like you're being a bit harsh. His distribution wasn't great.
It was awful.
I get that. But as a goalkeeper, your bread and butter is to make the saves. Your bread and butter is to make sure you are guarding the goal. That is your bread and butter. And I always say this for defenders. I say this even though I think Trent is one of my favorite fullbacks. Your bread and butter is to defend. If you can't defend as well as you go in attack, there's a problem there. But again,
Yeah, but then even for example, when it came to like corners, he stopped coming to like claim the ball.
but the
He
thing
was just
is,
losing as the days were going on, as the weeks, months. It was just losing everything.
Are any of those goalkeepers better than Kepa?
yes, I think Petrovic is definitely better than Kepa. I feel like everybody's forgetting exactly what Kepa brought to the table, which was nothing. I think we should nip that in the bud. But anyway, nice little pause because it was about to get toxic talking about Kepa. Lauren's here! Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go.
Why are we wearing Chelsea stuff?
We went to the game.
Went to the game, innit?
I didn't go to the game, but I was really feeling in the mood to wear a retro kit. I got Sean Wright Phillips on the back.
Wow.
Proper retro.
Wow.
And she bought it.
Wow.
I've had it
Back
ever
then.
since 2005. This is what happens when you don't grow past the age of
That's what I said. I don't think my 2005 kits will fit
None
me.
of them fit
I've
me.
never- I
My
don't-
United kit fits me.
United.
What?
Long story.
Whoa!
Sorry. Are you?
Long story.
Are you a
haven't
glory
been a Chelsea fan all your
hunter?
life?
No, I have been a Chelsea fan.
Are you a glory hunter?
No.
Sorry.
you're not
Why'd
one
you
of
have a
us.
why'd you have a Man United kit there?
Okay, so when I was younger, it was the AIG one.
No.
So when I was younger,
AIG
My mum
wasn't
took
that long
me-
ago, by the way. Just FYI.
I know, but it was like my mum took me to get a Chelsea kit,
Okay.
and then they didn't have any. They didn't have any for kids. So
So she just said,
I was like, fuck it, just get me a Man United.
So
kit.
you said
No, but wait,
you want a
but
man?
I
No,
only-
you're
I only did-
disgusting.
wait, I only did
You're
this to spite
disgusting.
my brother. My brother's a United supporter, so I was like, just to spite him. That was it.
No,
disgusting.
Faye.
Sorry.
That's
Sorry,
not.
but how can
You're
you
disgusting.
go and then you can't get the one you want, so you just buy
even-
another?
No.
Yeah,
Not Crystal
because I was-
Palace.
I was like-
You're disgusting.
I was
Oh,
impatient.
from another
Actually
league.
I had patience issues. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a very patient person.
Not
I'm
even
working on
Crystal Palace, not Fulham.
It was
You said
there.
Man
to
United.
spite my brother.
Our
no,
rivals
you're
at that
you're
point
nasty.
as well.
I still wear it to the gym.
You're nasty.
So
You're
I
a nasty piece of work.
I'm very happy one of you bought the program because I actually was starting to get worried about how you're going to fit them
Yeah,
onto the. See how they changed the font size?
bro. We are going to talk about the entire Chelsea team. But
Gracious.
we were talking about Chelsea's spine being very weak at the moment, and we were talking about goalkeepers, and Timo was talking about Kepa being better than Petrovic, and I'm saying
I know.
a lot of people have recency bias.
No. What I said was, are any of the goalkeepers better than Kepa? I asked the question.
I will give you a fun fact. That one that you just bought, it's only because I watched the La Liga
He's
program.
shitting it.
No, that one that you just bought made more saves than anybody else.
That's okay. Anana.
Yeah, but his team started badly. At least he's a good shot stopper.
Yeah, good shots.
It's a good shot.
Onana.
He's a good shot stopper.
So now we have Anana, basically. I just think to myself, like, I honestly.
But who's out there to get?
Clot.
Hey, last season we could have got Manyan. Is that how you say his name?
Manyan.
Here's my thing with that.
AC
No,
Milan's
no,
not
no.
selling him there.
Always injured.
Exactly.
You can't buy keepers
I
injury prone.
honestly, I would
I
rather
don't think
him.
there's enough space.
I honestly would rather him give me 13 games a season, and spend that much than have any of those goalkeepers in goal.
No, sorry.
So you
You're bugging, man.
I'm very
80 million
bugging.
for 13 games.
I am the
Come
bug.
on.
I created the bugs.
Sorry,
what are we doing here?
That's
man?
absolutely crazy.
Look, you
Injury
created the
prone
bugs.
keeper.
I can't, man.
Especially as a keeper, how are you as a goalkeeper getting injured?
All the time.
Okay, so you have Sanchez, awful. You have Petrovic, average. You have this new goalkeeper. His
That we haven't
stats look
seen.
meaty.
We didn't know that. We didn't know that. We didn't know that.
Then
He
you
had a
have,
good redemption arc on the programme, that's all.
he's gonna have to have the redemption arc. He's gonna have to be like Petr Cech when he first came in. No one knows who he
The
is.
season hasn't even started. And you're
Anyway.
saying tossing shit. You're saying this.
I said tossing is meaty. Let's
Yeah,
be
but you
honest.
don't,
he
yes,
is,
we haven't
bro.
seen them. We need to see them. We need to give them a chance.
The only way I see Chelsea having a good season is if Cole Palmer rises from his sunbed.
He was there today and you looked very good.
Him and Kunku and Nicholas Jackson have to have big seasons for us. Because that defence is not keeping out
You might be getting
anything.
Osimhen.
Bring him.
If
Bring
we,
him.
If we get Osimhen,
His
I'd be
agent was
very
there. His
fucking
agent was there at the
surprised.
bridge.
I will still be
Have
very,
you sold
very,
some
very
other
surprised.
real estate this summer?
Oh.
Because I don't understand. How is it every time I go on social media, you sign next player?
Let's
I
look
don't-
at
I-
Chelsea's
you haven't
departures.
sold that many academy players this summer.
We haven't.
To
Gallagher's
be-
gone.
Yeah, like it's not that many.
think Chelsea-
Matson.
Yeah. There's other
Anyone
players.
else?
Chelsea have raised about 80 to 87 million.
And spent about...
Lewis Hall.
Yeah, Lewis Hall counts for this.
Does he come for the summer?
Yeah.
I think Mount counts for the season as well.
No, but he doesn't.
I think.
Relax.
I don't know.
That does not
I can't
count for this
believe
season.
it.
Because even that combined is about 90 million. Just like, no, about 100 million.
I feel like Chilwell will go this season.
Why do you think that?
Because the
Isn't this
manager
nice?
basically said that he can't fit into the squad. And then even today in pre-season, he wasn't an option. Like, he did not come on. They bought on Viega.
Oh.
The new left back.
New left back.
That could play DM. They bought him on instead of... And he was decent.
I think Chalobah's
like-
going to go. I think Brogier's going to go. Lukaku's
Yeah.
gone. Kepa's going to go. That's 4 already. I think Chilwell and I think one of either Noni or
Modric.
Chuck.
Chukwemeka's gone, I think.
One of them is going to go. That's 6 players already.
Amari
As in
Hutchinson
on
went.
loan or permanent?
Oh, yeah,
Because
Murray
maybe
Hutchinson.
Some of these players just came.
Yeah, you know, he needs to flip it. You need to
Like,
flip.
and reverse
unfortunately, that's the club we're going to be now. We are going to flip these players for serious money. They're gonna
Petrovic
get
is probably
flipped.
gone as
You
well.
see the sea of South Americans we've just bought. They're getting flipped.
Not all of them.
Yeah, but how are
majority.
you actually gonna make profit on some of these ones? Yeah, and they've played 10 senior games. When is the profit going to come?
Ask
They're,
the
go- they're
owners.
going to go on loan, innit? And
Ask
then
the
shine.
owners.
Amari
And do
Hutchinson,
you know what?
look how much we bought him for and we flipped it.
Do you know what is so crazy? I remember when we had these new owners bidding for Chelsea, and one of the things that a lot of Chelsea fans said is that we don't want owners that are going to do what Roman did, which is leave them all in the academy and flip them for money. What are we doing?
But my thing is,
No difference.
if they're good, they'll play.
That's not true.
That's
I think it is.
Listen, Amari Hutchinson is wavy.
Yeah, but there's no space for him in the squad.
There you go. So it's
because
not true.
there's better.
Because you would rather buy
if
outside.
Yeah,
than
sorry.
keep it inside.
that's the thing. So
those
if you're
American
good, you're
kids-
not gonna play.
Those American kids, yeah, that are coming next season, wow, they're going to show us
They're
something.
17. You really
I didn't give
think,
a heck.
You really
They're
think they're
show
going
us
to
Load
something.
of this guy.
They're going to show us something.
Get a load of
This is a
this
football
guy.
manager. Please,
No, no, no.
They have to
playing
adapt to the
football manager,
conditions.
They
bro.
will. They're
Like, come
highly
on.
rated. They're highly rated.
Do you see how
Have you
skinny
seen him
they are?
play?
I don't give a heck. That Kenji Paez, wow. That Estava that they're saying is Messi, Neymar.
Do you see how skinny he is?
I don't give a fuck.
Do you know who else did they said there's Messi?
Who?
Pulisic. Do you remember? Do you remember the video?
He's
They
American.
said-
It doesn't count, man. He's American. Don't count. Yeah, this is South American. This is
Nah, man, nah, no.
Americans don't ball like that.
Faye.
Give me
It's the
hypertension,
truth.
man.
Faye.
It's
Trust
okay because
me.
we'll click this because when these people that we've not heard
They're
of,
gonna
we'll
trust me.
wait.
They're gonna shine. I've got my stocks in both of them, both of those kids.
It's not that I don't have stocks in them. It's just that to come from South America, go straight into the Premier League and think they're just gonna ball. Van der Ven is gonna cut down one of them, chop them in half, even with his
That's what.
hamstring.
Hey, shut up, man. I was just about to say that's why a lot of them used to stop in Shakhtar Donetsk on their way, so they could adapt to the European style of football before they would then go to the bigger clubs, because it's actually a lot to take for them to come over, leave their families, like everything, adapt to the climate change, adapt to the nasty food that we have here, and then they have to put on weight like quickly.
They've got the tools. I believe in them.
Who's it worked for? Where did Alvarez? Alvarez came straight from South America.
Yeah.
Now it worked for him to an extent,
But now he's going.
but now he's going.
That's because he wants to go and he hasn't been played really.
Fair.
He played in more games than anybody else for City last season.
Did he?
Damn, I don't know.
Oh wow, I didn't know that stat, you know. Because Haaland was injured for quite a bit. I remember, and then he started playing a 10 at some point. Then he was on a wing at some point. Oh, good stat. I actually didn't know
You're
that.
very welcome.
So we've spoken a bit about Chelsea. Do we want to go through the list of players we have this season? Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. All right. We've got our number one is Robert Sanchez.
Meaty.
Shit. Yeah.
He doesn't deserve the number one shirt, though. I can't lie.
Well,
Big number, but hey,
big number, but it is what it is. At least it's not Kepa. Number two is Axel Disasi.
Meaty.
3, Mark Cucurella.
Meaty.
Yeah, he just got no.
Very good
Do you know what?
Euros.
Do you know
Come
what?
on now.
Yeah.
And you know what, team? I've been waiting for you at the door because I remember when I used to say Mark Cucurella.
Cucurella.
He has to stop singing that
I
song.
remember.
They gave him
I
an
told
advert,
you he's
know.
gonna cook.
Yeah,
I
they
told
gave him
you,
an
and
advert.
you disputed me.
Let's see what
on
he does
him
this
cooking.
season.
I promise you, he's gonna
5
cook.
games at the end of this season and the Euros doesn't make up for everything else he was doing.
But he's always been this good. He's just been in shit systems.
Alright.
Cool. Don't you worry. And then
I'll be
we've
here.
got Tosin Ade.
Come on, you're Nigerian.
Tosin Adaba.
hey.
Do you know
Just say
what?
Tosin. Just say Tosin.
Then we've got Tosin. Listen,
That's
to
so
all my
shameful.
Nigerians, yeah. Allow me in it.
That's so
Well,
shameful.
They're gonna
you.
cook.
They're gonna
Cooker, man. That is so
That's
shameful.
Do you know what it
Anita
is?
Abayami,
Yeah?
just to let you know where to send the cookings, not at Gold Diggers UK.
Ada.
Give up, man.
Adarabioyo.
Why didn't you say it, Faye?
Yeah, you say it.
I
bitch.
can't see it.
There you go.
Actually, to be honest,
I can't see it.
It is a mouthful to say. It's a mouthful.
Any better than Trevor, my little gun driller?
Do you know what? He's been alright.
I've literally just said that. I've literally just
said
said that.
He's been alright.
I if it
believe
was
in
down
him.
to me, I'd keep Trevor.
If Trevor
I
was,
would have kept him.
If Trevor was Nigerian, I would have supported him more. But he's not, so I'm supporting Tosin.
Find her on socials, guys.
Don't mind me. Don't mind
Find
me.
her on socials.
Then please
I
don't
support
find
my
out what get
Nigerians, yeah.
cancelled.
All right, so do you know what will make this a bit more fun? Let's do a bench. No, let's do a sell keep.
Okay.
We'll start again.
Because I've sold everybody that he just mentioned.
No problem. We'll start again. So Robert Sanchez,
Sell.
Axel Disasi,
So,
Cucurella,
Sell.
be fucking for real, Tima.
He stocks it up. This is the best time to sell him.
true, but
We'll get peas, yeah, but come on.
Cucurella. That's the only.
Lauren's
That's the only time. That's the only time. That's the only thing that
One
will
of
keep.
the only good players.
Cucurella. It's paella.
I'm not taking Tima seriously, man. Tosin, we can't sell him, so definitely keep.
Online.
This one, I want to hear it in. Wait, what?
He doesn't play one game. Let him marinate.
Don't
before-
mind.
Come on now.
This one, I want to hear it in unison. Benoit Badiashile.
Sell.
Levi Cole.
sell.
Keep. We need.
good, man.
Don't we need
I'm
like eight
keeping him.
English people or something?
That's
like
the only reason why he's here.
You're also going to need
Quota.
club trained to keep selling
Yeah.
these academy players.
Quota guy.
Word.
that? Anyway, keep.
I
pure
will
profit from
keep.
him.
I will keep Levi Cole. 7 Sterling.
Keep.
Sell.
Ooh, why did you say so, Faye?
Come on, man. He's been here for a while and he's on fuck all. Yeah. He's meant to be the experience.
What happened to you? You've changed, Faye. You started off
Sorry.
the podcast.
remember when
not
she
swearing,
called him the Black
full
Pulisic?
sentences. I remember you called him the Black Pulisic.
I was trying to hold in my
my
laugh when he said Pulisic before. I remember that comment.
Man, he's not good, man. I've really, really tried with him, and he's just so disappointing.
Anyway,
He's
keep.
very disappointing.
Anyway, keep.
Why would you keep teams?
He may want to go himself because look
He's
how
not
he does
leaving
it.
London.
They keep signing people in his position.
I think for me,
A player of his caliber is not going to want to sit on the bench.
I think he has the
Why?
ability. You haven't seen the full to its full extent. He has the ability. He is experienced. He's won things consistently, and he's far, far, far better than Mudryk. So for me, you
It's
keep
not
him.
difficult.
You love Mudryk, so I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
and him as well. I'm shy.
We'll get to Modric.
Anyway, keep.
Okay, so Noni Madueke.
So
I
Keep for now.
even skipped 2 players, but
Keep
you
for
said
now.
so. Keep for
So.
now.
Keep for
I'm
now.
saying keep for now. Why do you want to sell him?
because do you know what? He's a decent lad. Yeah, he's a decent lad, and
Someone went to football today.
and you know he was a bright spark, but you know we got those kids coming.
This is what people say in like parents' evening.
No, he's a good lad.
Good lad.
He's a good lad.
Got so much potential.
He's got so much potential, but we got those kids coming. Sorry,
But I don't. But this is the thing. I don't. It's going to take them a while to settle.
I didn't give a heck. I want them.
Okay, you have them, but
Yeah.
anyway.
So far, there hasn't been a unanimous keep.
Bro, I'm actually
yeah.
baffled.
Buddy
Okay.
Shield.
Oh yeah, that was
Unanimous keep.
unanimous
keep,
sell.
keep.
All right, so let's quicken this up. So Enzo Fernandez.
Yee.
It's okay to want to keep him. It's okay to want to keep him.
Okay, I do have a shirt of his. Do you know what I mean?
My French brothers have forgiven him,
Yeah.
so now I'm just gonna.
I don't
look
want
the
him to be
future.
captain, though,
I don't want
so-
him as my captain.
I don't mind him as captain. Sorry, if everybody.
You're not beating allegations. For
No, but look, at the end of the day, if people that he targeted are happy with him
I don't even.
and have accepted his apology, then who am I to stand in the way?
Faye, Black History Month is coming.
It's not now. It's not now. It's coming, but it's not now. Look,
Us to get 0 bookings.
All right, let's move it.
on business.
Let's move it. Mikhail Mudryk.
So
Sell already. You're not gonna get that's a big loss. You're gonna have to keep him.
Do you know? I don't think he's going anywhere, but he's just like I was watching today. I'm like, I'm just so disappointed in you. I've had so.
Oh, is he shit?
Here's my thing. He's so fast, right? And he's got some good qualities. But why do you want the ball to feet all the time? Run him behind. Use your pace. He's like, why is he not doing that? I'm tired of it.
Anita,
But I like his
do what's
butterfly
necessary. Say what's necessary.
I still have a lot of stocks in Mudryk.
Hey.
I still have a lot of stocks in Mudryk. I saw Martinelli was getting a lot of stick lately, by the way.
Yeah, send him to Arsenal then.
No.
Sorry, but you're not.
I do think-
it's a huge loss either way because Arsenal won't come in for that money.
I think I think he would be better suited in the Arsenal team.
Sell him then.
I do think that Arteta will probably make a man out of Mudryk for sure. And it's unfortunate. I don't think he will work at Chelsea, but I love him.
But he can.
I love him.
He can work.
I don't know, Faye. I don't know. Unfortunately, and this is based off the fact that I've watched people like Eden Hazard at my team, yeah, and take that left wing by the scruff of its neck, you know. And I'm not seeing Mudryk being that player. He's too young. He's too inexperienced. We should have known this when we were buying him last January, which I fell to my knees when I got the news. I was just like, why are we doing this? But
Just put him on loan.
a player like that doesn't go on loan. He was a marquee signing, so he either has to be sold.
He's not learning.
I'm sorry, Faye, but you have to sell him or keep him. And unfortunately,
I'd keep him.
Okay, and I understand why you'd keep him. I understand. It's a very hard decision for me, so I understand.
That butterfly tattoo.
Misha. Anyway, so I can't really speak on this one, but Philip Jorgensen.
I'm not gonna lie.
Sorry, but you can't give judgment on someone that hasn't played yet.
Exactly.
He played like
Do you know
half.
what?
He played half. Yeah. Was it the City game or something? And I was just like, some of the goals this guy let in.
Again, you
fucking
can't
hell,
please.
mate.
He needs at least a season of competitive
I
football.
never was like, fucking hell.
Okay, let me be fair. Him and Tosin, I'll give them until the end of September. Then I'll.
That guy might not
That's
even
how long
played
she's
yet.
given the manager. She's given the manager to the end of
can't say
September.
no.
You
October,
know the
man.
standard probation period is 6 months.
For some people, that may be true. But for me, the end of September, then I'll make my judgment.
All right, let's move on because we're not even halfway through the list. So
Shit.
Bettinelli, he's gonna stay anyway.
Yeah.
Third,
You
think?
third tier goalkeeper. Let's just he's making money,
He's making money.
He ain't starting anywhere
We
else.
need English players.
so
He's
he's
English?
staying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like Italian.
Nicholas Jackson.
So
Keep.
Whoa. Tima, did you say keep?
I said what I said.
Oh,
Wow.
you
you can tell us
changed
a new
your
season,
tune.
Maybe I'm also a changed woman. You
You
know.
got Brie in the background. Look at that team. Like, what happened to
Listen,
someone else?
wait. Let me explain.
Hey.
Let me explain.
Solid-
My
Parity
my
out the
favourite Nicholas
window.
Jackson comment has come from Brie,
Yeah.
but we shall not repeat it.
We shall not repeat.
Nicholas Jackson is a. Beep, beep. Let me just explain myself.
Go on. Why would you keep him?
I think second season. Let me see what you got for me.
Second season hype, man. Hear it.
He's also got until the end of September to prove something to me. Otherwise, maybe I'll be repeating Bree's comments.
Please no. Please. All right, cool. I'd keep him as well. I always think the second season for strikers is where you actually see where they are.
So he's too arrogant for me and not in a good way.
Too arrogant.
Yeah, sorry.
But you met him?
BLM, please.
No.
What's going on?
Let me tell you something, right?
Jesus is Lord.
He was.
I don't agree.
Sorry,
I don't agree.
I would say specifically for a phase at, but I also would not recommend that either. So
I don't agree.
No, but let me just say, right.
hashtag views her own.
So he came and he was thinking, right? He then was like, whatever, any little time he scored, he was just the crowd. First of all, who the hell do you think you are? Then he would come and make comments. And then he'll be posted on his Instagram thinking that he's a bad boy. Yeah. Then he was like, he made a comment that was really bad after Poch got sacked. Like, oh, I'm upset, or don't be doing those public comments like that. You're going against the club. Yeah, cool. So all these things are stacking
so
up.
he wasn't allowed to be sad that his manager
You
got
can be
sacked.
sad, but like, don't be trying to undermine the club.
What did he say? I'm upset.
I can't remember, but it was like, wow, this was a dumb decision type of thing.
He also
Yeah.
backed Enzo.
He also backed Enzo publicly.
I thought he was going to start with that.
No, I was leading up to it. Since his signing, I was leading up to it. So then he backed Enzo, and then I'm hearing that he's unsettled. There's too many things going against him.
What about, you haven't even mentioned how he tried to steal penalties off Cole
Yeah.
Palmer.
That as well.
I
He's
forgot about that.
arrogant.
That was
He
a time,
thinks he's
wasn't
too
it?
good. He dyed his hair.
That was a
He dyed his hair
time.
blue.
Good times, man.
He just
You didn't even mention the shameless hat trick against Spurs.
Yeah.
Shameless.
after like 9 attempts.
I don't know how
With
you
9
let
men.
him get a hat trick, but then you had 9 men. Fair
Thank
enough.
you.
No, but it's the-
the whole team was stood on the halfway line, man.
Exactly.
It's the shameless way.
He should have got 10
He
goals.
should have. Jackson
missing.
should have buried at least 4 more goals.
It's the way that he shamelessly celebrated for me.
Either way, I'll keep him.
I'm keeping him.
I'll
keeping
sell
him.
him.
I hear you, but I'm keeping him.
I hear you and I hear your concerns. Keeping him. Leslie Ugochukwu. Now, I like Ugochukwu, but I'm not quite sure what his role is
He's going on loan
for the
to be
squad.
honest.
Sorry, so I can't keep up. Where does this one play?
Midfield.
Okay, thank you, because, boy,
He's a defensive midfielder.
He scored today against Inter Milan, actually.
This is his second goal,
Last
third
yeah.
goal or something.
was it a good goal? Or?
I mean, it was
decent.
literally the same goal that he scored in the box from set piece, bounced everywhere,
Yeah.
and kicked in.
Yeah, it was.
He's going on loan, let's
Good
be honest.
reaction.
I would like him to go on loan because I feel like he needs to find his identity.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he specializes in for this team. And I don't blame him. I blame the fact that he hasn't had a lot of game time.
He got injured as well,
I don't think managers favour him too tough. So it's kind of like, what's your niche? What makes you good enough to be in Chelsea's packed midfield?
But he came on instead of Carney Chukwuemeka.
Which speaks volumes. Well, we'll come to Chukwuemeka. He's actually next. Chukwuemeka.
I would loan him because I think there's a player in him and I really like him.
Same.
He's getting sold.
I like him way more than the manager or the the sporting directors.
He's getting sold.
But then I think Chelsea are going to regret that.
Let's think about it.
Why is it
We have-
suit like that?
I think he's better than.
Let's really think about it.
KDH.
He's got Palmer there that can play there
He's an 8, by the way.
still. In the position that he'll play, we have Nkuku. We can play Enzo. There's no space for him.
Where do you
Dewsbury
think?
Hall.
Where do you think
He's better than Dewsbury Hall.
Carney
Sorry.
plays?
He's not.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Dewsbury Hall's not. Anyway,
He's an attacking midfielder, no?
Okay.
So there's so many players that can play there.
he should be ahead. He should be ahead of
I-
Dewsbury Hall. I'm sorry.
I personally think
Dewsbury Hall is the manager's signing.
He's
He's going to be very high in the pecking order.
yeah, but he's not good.
says based on
okay,
what?
saying he's not good is a bit of a stretch. That's a stretch.
Okay, he's a good player, but I personally think that Chuck has much more potential.
Chuck.
Say his name, Chuck.
Yeah, you and him are boys, isn't it?
Chukwuemeka.
So,
At least call him Chucks.
what's Tossin's name? What's Tossin's name? Surname?
Anyways, I personally, for me, I would love to keep Chukwuemeka.
There's no space for him, man.
I think there's such a player in him.
Yeah.
And I don't understand what the managers don't. Like, I'd love to pick a manager's brain and just
you know
ask
what it is?
them, what don't you see in this guy?
Do you know what it is? He had his chance. That's sad
got
to say. He
injured.
didn't really have a chance, but pre-season he stunk up the whole joint, and we just never seen him again.
But everyone stunk in preseason.
But he stunk really bad.
Everybody stunk really bad in preseason.
No, but he stunk the worst.
I don't think he did.
No,
I don't even think he did.
was really bad. The game that he
if I'm
started,
keeping it a stack with you, there's players that stunk worse than
but
him.
he stunk against Wrexham.
Okay, fair.
Do you know what I mean? He just wasn't good. And
Everyone stunk against Wrexham.
I understand, but he was really bad.
Are these players on a lot of money? Because you keep
Chicken
going
Macarons.
loan.
Chukwuemeka is. He's on
The
100.
I think he's
paying
getting
the
sold. I
wages.
don't think he's going to get loaned. I think he's going to get sold.
The thing is, this is just, by the way, our keep and sell. By the way, this is our keep and sell, not what we think the club will do, but
I would
more
keep
just
him.
what. If thinking about Joe and how he came up, was he not player of the season for
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa, the under 23s or the under 18s, one of the two. Even in the England camp, one of the best players in the England camp, and it's just I think we are going to miss out on a very good player if we sell him. I'm with Tima on loaning, bringing him back home when it's time.
Do that, though.
But I hope he does. He's a very, very good player. And it's just a shame that we have so many attacking midfielders. It's such a shame.
Anyway, I would have. Anyway, I would have incorporated him into the squad.
I would have
no space for him.
I would have incorporated into the squad last season. A season
No,
ago.
but they
Do you get
tried.
it?
They tried.
No,
He
they,
got
they
injured.
didn't try
He
hard
got
enough.
injured
got
for a lot.
injured.
He
was
got
injured
injured,
for a
then he
long
came back, then got injured, then
And
came back, then
that's
got
not
injured.
his fault. It's
It's not, but
He's
do you
not
know
the
what I
only
mean?
player.
What you say?
He's not the only player.
No, but
Exactly.
then they bought in his position.
All right, let's move on. This one, you're going to get your unanimous keep. Christopher Nkunku.
Jeez, how far down the list?
Ooh.
Oh, the next one's a bit spicy, huh? Armando Broya.
So
He's tried.
I just don't
He
think.
stunk up the place in the Euros, man. I was watching him thinking, you're not getting your money up. Your value is going down.
He was benched by Albania.
Yeah, it was bad. He wasn't good. Maybe he wasn't
He
fit,
was benched.
but it was
heard
not
you.
good.
He was benched by Albania.
I've heard you.
We tried.
Do you know when you just got a
For those of you that are not listening, Team actually sat forward to tell Anita correctly.
Benched.
Listen,
was benched by
I
Albania.
hear it.
They needed to win.
I've heard you.
Yeah, no, he was
I've
bad.
heard.
I just think
I've
from the injury,
heard.
just hasn't been the same.
He's lost his explosiveness.
He's lost
It's just
everything.
I've just got such a connection with Broya, man. But anyway,
You can connect with him when he goes to his next club.
No, I won't. Still, I'll forget about him. I'll forget about him.
Just not that strong.
Do you know them was like it's just a thing. Like I just picked up from the club. Like it's fine.
Oh, another unanimous keep.
I think it's unanimous keep. Cole Palmer.
Keep.
I thought you was gonna say sell to be different.
No.
I thought your energy.
The one thing I will say though, if Chelsea are not somewhere, I wouldn't be surprised if he agitates.
Chelsea has one more season after this season to impress Cole Palmer and get him some trophies. If not, the door is going to be broken down by a bigger club. 100%. And by a bigger club, I mean like I'm not going to say Real Madrid because Real Madrid are really packed. Maybe a Barcelona.
I don't think
Having Cole Palmer with what's his name?
Pedri and Gavi and Dani Olmo.
I don't think
All them people.
doesn't-
Having Cole Palmer in that, disgusting.
he doesn't seem the type to go abroad. If anything, I could see him maybe going back to City or United if United are in a better place.
hun.
I
But that's
to
the
be honest, he
only-
could go to United, you know, because he's a United fan.
Hun.
That's only if they're in a better position than us. If I can see him leaving.
8th.
Hun. If
gonna get
Barcelona
top
comes
four, okay?
calling and they have the money, and
They never have the money.
No,
And-
they never have the money, but they still get the players.
But
they will still
okay,
get the
think about
They
it
players.
will
this.
pull another economic
They
lever.
will get they will
just
get the
wanna
money
pull Dani
somehow.
Olmo. They found the
Bro,
money.
But think
they
about
will
it like
find
this.
they will find the money.
They put this guy on a massive contract. We're gonna ask for crazy amount of money.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
think
and that's fine. They will find it.
100
They
million.
will.
They're gonna value him at
They
something like
will
100
triple
million.
up on the weddings that they're doing in the.
They're gonna want, if they're doing installments, 70 million up front and something crazy like that. They ain't got it.
Listen,
They ain't
if
got
Cole
it.
Palmer is the player that we say he is in 2 years' time,
I don't see
they
him going
will
to
come
Barcelona though.
knocking.
Anyway,
But we'll see,
but yeah.
we'll see. And it also depends on the World Cup that's coming up as well. So if he bangs for England in the World Cup that comes up,
I still don't see
We
him
will have a
going
choice.
to like abroad.
fair enough. We don't know his personality, so we can't say whether he would or not. We don't know. Hey. Anyway, Ben Chilwell.
Don't say what you're
So,
thinking, Faye. Let's just move on.
Yeah, yeah.
keep.
Ben, do you know, I'm going to keep out this one.
Do you know what? Because I don't think this manager's lasting.
So what is rubbish?
Anyway, I said what I said.
Subjective.
Subjective.
Not
I
anymore.
don't think Ben Chilwell's
Oh, he
rubbish.
got relegated from the vice captaincy group.
Yeah, Enzo.
Yeah, he even got relegated. And the managers come out and said, not gonna lie, he doesn't fit into my system. He's gone,
This is
man.
not about what the manager wants, but
But how
what
could
we
I-
want.
Huh?
What we want is our keeper.
I want him gone. I'd never wanted him in my life. if you look at my Twitter name, you know where it is.
Please,
So you do have social
I
media.
I beg you, go find
Find
Faye.
Faye.
Find
Hashtag
Faye.
find Faye, bro.
Hashtag
Find
Chilwell
her.
out.
And when you find them in it, don't tell everybody because we'll get
Bruh,
cancelled. But
we'll get
if you can find them,
cancelled.
She's got a private account, but find her anyway.
Bruh. just click that follow. She might accept.
I would never accept.
Hey, you have so much potential to be cancelled, boy.
Fine.
Alright, cool. I'd keep Ben Chilwell, but we're not going to discuss it. That's fine. Kieran Dewsbury Hall.
no, you can't judge.
Yeah,
Can't
can't
judge.
judge.
I wouldn't have signed him in the first
Oh,
place.
Tima.
Reece James.
Keep. Stop it, Faye.
I look straight
Wait,
at
wait,
Faye.
wait.
I look straight at Faye.
Look,
Go on.
Here we go.
he's the captain.
Yes.
Cool. But God forgive me, he's broken. I'm sorry. Like,
Broken
I'm
is
sorry,
such a wild thing to
that's
say.
why I said God forgive me. But look, he's injured again. The hamstring is finished.
Did he have surgery on both hamstrings?
No.
No, I don't think
So
so.
is the hamstring injury on the surgery one or
I
the
think
non-surgery
it's on
one?
the same one.
Before you go into this, last season when you were screaming, you
Oh, you
particularly,
didn't even scream Sammy's name. I'm sorry. I just realised.
when you
She's lucky I forgot.
when
We're
you,
gonna
when,
call
you,
her again.
when you particularly was talking about him, he needs to get surgery. He needs to get surgery. I said to you, it's not going to solve all your problems. Nah, it is, Tima. Nah, it's now where we are. Now look.
Yeah.
No, you need
So
to. No, no, no.
someone can't be
no, no,
saved
no,
as-
Faye, I want an apology.
He ain't getting one.
I want you to apologize.
So
I
it's the
told
same-
you.
It's the same hamstring.
It's
don't
looking
know.
like it. Well, we don't know, but it's a hamstring injury. Like,
It's a minor hamstring injury.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but if it's the
got
other one,
surgery.
because this is what happened to Ryan Sessegnon. Like he tore his hamstring, got the surgery, and then he tore the other one, so he had to get the surgery on the other hamstring. Missed the whole season.
Do you know what I mean? I'm so sorry. How old is he going to be? Like 25 now? So I could be lying about his age. I don't know.
He's 24.
So, like, come on. Injury after injury, you got the surgery. I can't. When was the last time he played a full 90 minutes? It was like in 2023.
When you screamed at him to get the surgery.
No, he hasn't even played the full 90 minutes. He was always getting taken off. Pre-season, always getting taken off. Last
But
season,
isn't he suspended anyway? So by
Thank
the time
you.
he's
It
doesn't matter.
he'll probably
Thank
be back.
you.
It doesn't
Thank you.
matter.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
sorry.
you for being the voice of reason.
even though he's suspended, which is stupid from him,
It's been and gone. What were you
I
gonna
don't
say?
care. it's still bad.
You shouldn't be doing that as club captain though. Just
Shouldn't be doing that as club captain,
but
but
at the same time,
you've got the
he can't play
surgery.
anyway.
You've got the surgery
You are
though.
soft, man. You shouldn't be doing that as club captain.
He shouldn't.
He shouldn't. He
Sorry,
shouldn't.
he shouldn't.
It wasn't. I don't think it was. It even.
It wasn't
a
even
red card?
intentional like that.
It was a
man.
red card.
It wasn't. It was definitely a red
He
card.
definitely kicked out. He knew what he was
Definitely a
doing,
red
man.
card. Like
Anyway.
he had a Lauren James moment. Like
I'm waiting for my
red card.
apology.
You ain't getting it.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it.
Maybe some people just can't be fixed.
I'll fix him.
can't
But
be.
the thing is, you
I'll
said the
fix
same thing
him.
about Kante. Look at how well he played in the Euros.
I think that was subject to eyes.
What?
It's subject to
I
whoever's
thought
eyes,
you were
man.
going to say something different then, but then still what?
Subject to people's eyes, mate. Because he played all right, but is he good enough to be like?
He was carrying that midfield when he was having to play next to Rabiot.
He was hindrance. He was a
When
hindrance.
he was having,
He was a
did you
hindrance
see the
at times.
covering he was having to do for Rabiot?
Still, he was a hindrance at
Subject
times.
to
man.
eyes. Subject to
Yeah.
eyes.
And he said this might be the last episode me and Faye have to be up together because I can't
Me
do
too.
this.
Anytime you're here, I'm not hosting. I'm not.
Please.
What?
Come on now.
Subject to eyes, man.
Subject to eyes is crazy. And the thing is, Jay, don't think I haven't forgotten that Champions League run when you were cussing out Kante and Kante came back and balled out. Don't think I've forgotten. You just don't like Kante.
I do like Kante.
You don't like dark skinned people.
Hey! Oh my god!
Wow, when the
Green chat makes it to the episode.
I've had enough. I've had enough.
What did Moya say? Hashtag notice it.
Because what do you mean? Kante's performance was subject to eyes.
Wait, just on that dark skin comment.
Yeah, what?
I
What?
identify. as
Don't
dark skin.
touch me. We ain't the same. We ain't the same. We ain't the same.
Black is black.
No, man. Like, nah, man. You have an issue with dark skinned players. Like, we're gonna unpack that. Do you know what? Do you know what? You guys that are watching, make sure you keep up with every dark skinned player that Faye slanders.
I like Tosin.
Every single
No, she did. She did. To be fair,
I support Tosin.
Hashtag
because he's Nigerian. If
Yeah.
he was Ghanaian, would you support him?
Probably not.
There you-
I support him.
It's good to be back.
I support him.
What did you say
That's
about
what Kai say though.
What did you say about Nicholas Jackson?
Not my number 9.
What do you say about Chalobah?
Not my Chelsea.
Chalobah?
Sassy?
Body issue? There you go.
It's just
You get what I'm
unfortunate.
saying.
It's just.
Do you get what I'm saying?
He's not dark skin.
Yeah, Chukwuemeka's dark skin.
Is he?
Yeah, darker than you. Nah, nah.
You're not beating the allegation.
No. It's just
Nah, you're not
unfortunate.
beating it. You're not
It's
beating
just
it.
unfortunate.
You're not beating.
No, you're not
They-
beating it. You're not beating it.
They
You're not beating it.
filled the team full of.
What?
It's just, I don't want.
Say what you want to say. Say what you want to say.
I don't recognise the club that I grew up on. That's what I'm saying. We're sounding very
I don't know about you, but I grew up on a very diverse.
Yeah, I'm saying diverse, but
Faye, where was you last Sunday? Was you in your house or was you marching somewhere?
I was in my house.
Whoa, someone said you were rioting. Yo.
I'm just saying, look, like the spine that we had.
Did you go to Lush last Sunday?
Did I go to where?
Lush.
No.
That's where you're in West Croydon, isn't it?
No.
Were you in West Croydon last week?
No, I wasn't. Like the spine that I grew up on, Petr Cech, John Terry, Frank Lampard. I'm just saying.
What's the last one?
Sorry, what's the last one?
Obviously, the Didier Drogba. That's what I'm saying. It needs to be like nice like that. It's not nice like that.
We're moving on. We're moving on.
I mean, like world class players. World class players. I'm just saying, like, we've got academy.
Name
John
me
Terry
one.
Academy.
Name me one dark skinned world class player right now.
Not Vinicius.
Vinicius. No, you don't mean that. You don't mean it. We're moving
You know
on.
what? You just haven't got enough. There's not many
the
players
way
that
you
world
start,
class.
Just stop. Just stop.
That's just saying the bracket of world class.
Just stop.
It's
I will
small
be
though.
talking to HR after.
Hashtag noticing.
After. God Almighty.
Oh my gosh.
Caicedo.
Keep, yeah.
Keep. Just for the record, I'm keeping Reece James no matter what. I don't care.
We need to sell him 100 million plus add-ons.
Reece James can tear his ACL. He can tear his Achilles. He can never be able to walk again. That's my captain.
Yeah.
That's my
Not
captain.
my captain. Not my leader.
That's you. That's
not
my
captain. Legend leader.
captain. Reece James is what Chelsea represents.
Not to me.
I will never sell that man. Never.
I'll sell him for a packet of crisps.
Is this what Faye's corners usually like?
Oh boy. All right, so Caicedo wall keeping. Gusto,
Keep.
100%. 100.
Starting right back.
I think we're lucky enough that Reece James is injured and we're not frightened. I think
It's one of the most decent
one of the positives.
signings that we've made.
100%. And I really wish he was here under Tuchel's reign. Because no one would have questioned Tuchel about Reece James is not here, no, we're playing shit. He would have been a perfect replacement for Reece. Petrovic,
So
keep for me. Fofana, Wesley.
keep.
Is he fit again? No.
Yeah, he's fit.
You know, he was making some decent tackles today, so...
No, he passed the skin tone check.
Hey.
Anyway.
For
Now-
those of you that are exhausted by Chelsea's big squad and spending, we are 3/4 of the way.
Yeah, we're almost
list.
done now. We're almost done. This is a long list for a squad,
Honestly, this
man.
is the smallest font
Jesus.
size I've ever seen for a squad
Boy.
list.
Tyreek George, can't judge, can we?
Keep.
Who's that?
It's a youngster.
He looks like
Yeah,
Saka.
Yeah, honestly.
As in Academy
yeah.
or another one that you
Academy.
bought?
He looked.
Oh, okay.
Him and Saka. I don't know what Saka's dad was doing back then, but they must be
Welcome
related.
for this episode.
No,
Welcome
sorry,
for this
what?
episode.
They must be related.
Sorry, are you guys? Have you got sunstroke?
They look
Maybe.
exactly alike.
They do look alike.
Fair.
Very strong Nigerian face.
Yeah, there's a difference between saying someone looks alike and I don't know what Saka's dad was doing.
I'm sorry,
How
it's
do you know
too.
it wasn't his
It's
mum?
too
You're
alike.
making
But it was.
accusations.
It's too alike. It's too alike.
you
Shout
know
out
it
Saka's
Why are
dad.
we making accusations?
All right. Josh.
A champon.
They said that they want to keep him.
You see how I said that, and I
champon.
didn't even read it.
All Ghanaian names have Pong. So, sorry.
Okay,
No.
what's
or
Tosin's name?
Mensa.
What's Tosin's name? What's Tosin's name?
We have variety in our Yoruba names.
So why can't you say them?
Because unfortunately, I was born in England. Born and raised. in
You too.
England.
I don't know why you're looking at me.
Yeah, you say his name.
Look, I'm British.
That's why you are at West Croydon.
Deny.
Mark Gui.
I like him, but I feel like maybe a loan would be good for him.
That's a fair assessment.
Yep.
Fair assessment. Renato Vega.
Can't judge really.
Can't judge. He's all right though. Angelo.
And
I like him. I think he's better than Nani.
so
Sorry, which who's this?
He's a Brazilian kid.
he's a right winger.
Did he come this summer?
No, last summer.
But
Last
he was
summer.
at
He was on loan.
Strasbourg. Sell
Oh,
him.
one of your.
One of our.
Sell.
I like him better than Money.
Sell.
You like anyone better than Money, wouldn't you? You like Pedro and
So he played another. He's another right winger.
course you do.
You do too.
And you just bought Neto.
He's getting sold, man.
This one,
He's,
and you
he's
have
getting
not-
flipped. He's getting flipped. He's actually going to get flipped.
Yeah.
Like,
Goodness gracious.
honestly, we have a list of
He's
kids
good
that are
vibes,
going to
man.
get flipped. He's
He's
good.
good
He's
vibes.
good player. He's going to get flipped.
I like
When's the
him.
loophole close?
God knows.
I don't know.
We'll find another one.
And Lucas Bergstrom is our
I think
last
he's
one.
gone though. Is he not?
Sorry,
Is he gone now?
I think he's one on
I think he's a keeper.
Who's this one?
A keeper.
keeper. It's from the
I
academy.
From
love-
this summer or from the
Academy.
academy?
I really love the genuinity of Lauren's. Who? What? Who's that?
No, because every
love
time I
it.
see Fabrizio or David Ornstein, I'll go tell my mum, because my mum Chelsea fan, for context. Oh, you're signing this one. She's like, another one? She's literally that meme. She's exhausted.
It's been a lot.
I'm exhausted too, but damn. That was the Chelsea list of the
What a
squad.
list.
That is currently, that would have been filled out today. Well, I don't know if we're going to add more. I don't know if we're going to add
Neto.
less. Oh,
And
yeah,
that-
Neto.
And the Atletico Madrid striker.
Oh, so the one that you're coming back the other way.
Samu.
Conor Gallagher. So
Samu Omar Black. That's his name.
Hey, that's not his name.
What
so
is
is he
it?
coming to be third choice?
I don't know, but they need to start.
The thing is, so
Because if you do sign Osimhen,
that's
coming to be
four
third choice?
strikers. That's
Who's the
four
fourth one,
strikers.
sorry?
We've got
No,
Nkunku, Jackson,
oh, sorry.
That kid's
I
gonna
put
go on loan,
Nkunku in the
come on.
number 10.
Gui, huh? Gui, gonna go on loan.
His name's not Gui.
I don't know what his name is. What is it?
It's probably like Guay or something like pronounced.
No,
like
but
that.
it's Guiu.
Yeah, I know. But isn't he Catalan? They
Yeah.
have their different pronunciations.
No, fair.
Yeah.
Mark.
Mark.
But yeah. And Nkunku, Jackson, Osimhen, and now this kid.
Well, that's
They
if
said they
Osimhen
want
comes.
3 strikers.
The kid's going on loan.
So he might go on loan, and then Osimhen and Jackson, and
But it depends though how quickly they can. Because if Osimhen doesn't come in before the
he needs to.
maybe the start of the season, then they may not loan out the other child.
So,
He needs to come.
do you know what? I'm just exhausted with Chelsea. I'm very, very, very freaking exhausted. Lauren, let's talk a little bit about Spurs before we close this out. How have you guys been doing this preseason? I saw you play Bayern Munich the other day. You were there at the match.
Yeah, we played them in South Korea earlier this week and played them again.
How did those go?
It's hard to judge because we haven't had a striker all preseason.
Where's
Where's
Richarlison?
Werner?
I'll answer the Richarlison. Richarlison got injured at the end of the season, which is why he never went to the Copa America, and he hasn't been fit enough to play any preseason games.
Oh, wow.
As of yet. That's why I was so happy we signed Solanke, because Richarlison's a good player, but his injury record, he can't do the games. Sorry.
So sad you signed Solanke. So sad.
Why?
She thinks of her vagina.
Did you not? Do you remember the
Okay,
episode?
sorry. First off, I'm not thinking my vagina, okay? I just think Solanke is a very good player, and I've always said it, even when he was at Chelsea, that he would be a very good striker.
I mean, he's only started to pick up
Yeah, only now, but
academy.
No, he
Liverpool.
outperformed. No, actually, no. Tammy outperformed him at academy. Never mind.
No, didn't he outperform Tammy, no?
No. So he was thought of as the greater prospect, but
Yeah.
Tammy scored more goals.
Well, where's Tammy now?
I think so. Anyway.
But he's an Arsenal fan. Was that
Who's
Cobham?
Solanke?
He was at Cobham,
No,
and now he joined.
his
joined
dad
too.
was an Arsenal fan.
He's Arsenal.
And in the same interview, he also explained that as soon as he started playing professional football, he didn't support anybody.
That's what they'll say.
It is what they all say.
But anyways, I'm happy that we needed someone who's tall, who's strong, who can hold the ball up, who can press, and he ticks all the boxes. And then we haven't had our first choice back for available in preseason either because of Copa America, the Euros. Udoji's been injured. He got his first 45 minutes because he missed the Euros because he had surgery. So it's been like, for me, it's been a preseason where our kids have shone. We've got some couple of really good talents who have come in this summer, like Lucas Bergwall, Archie Gray. Like,
Yeah. How's Archie Gray?
to be fair, he looks good. He looks like he can play anywhere. He's obviously had a season in the Championship, so.
Don't tell Tima that. Tima hates Championship players.
But no, genuinely, he's a really good talent. I'm just looking at us. Like, obviously Solanke helps, but I'm looking at the director of football, and I was cussing him out the night before we signed Solanke, because I'm like we have some really good youth players, but I'm looking at this season, and it's very hard as a fan when you're sat there being, I don't care if we're going to be good in 3 or 4 years. I want to be good now.
Hey, interesting.
So. Yeah,
I agree with you. I really want to be good now as well.
yeah, but like
Why?
we've won every game up until we played Bayern Munich. But at the same time, like, Bayern Munich are a Champions League club. Like, it's
Are Spurs, no?
it's cool. No, we're not. We're in the Europa League, and the season before we didn't finish in any European place. Like, in
So
terms
you're no
of
longer a Champions League club.
not until we play in the Champions League again. No.
I hear it. No, because, so for example, the reason why I say it is, for example, I would still call Chelsea a Champions League club. I would actually call Tottenham a Champions League club because you guys have played in there enough times, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not taking a piss.
yeah,
I know it
like-
could seem like I'm taking a piss. I'm not
Yeah,
taking a piss.
no, yeah, it's like, but there's a gap in quality. There's a Bayern Munich that nearly got to the Champions League final, and there's a Spurs that finished 8th. Like, obviously, like we're in the Europa League this season, so there is a gap in quality. Some of the goals that we are conceding are the same goals we were conceding last season. That's my main concern. Yeah, yeah. Like, one of them was offside, but we conceded 2 set piece goals.
Where did you
yesterday.
finish last season?
Fifth.
Where did we finish?
Sixth.
I thought
We were so close.
But
So close.
there are some players who I'm concerned by their preseason. James Maddison being top of the list.
Really?
Yeah, he just like Lucas Bergvall. Yeah, we hijacked him from Barcelona. He's been playing in the Swedish league or whichever. Like, and I'm like, how is this pickney coming onto the pitch in your position and looking better than you? Somebody who's not even played against big men, you know.
Do you reckon it's the injury, or do you reckon like he's just?
Sorry, you have to get over it. Like you didn't go to the Euros. You've been
It's
in
not
the whole of
first time that you've been
pre-season.
injured.
Maybe it's his mental health.
If it's his mental health, I obviously wish him well. But like, our first game is Leicester. Yeah?
Sorry,
like you can't.
No,
had to swallow that.
no, but the reason why I'm saying it is because, like, for example, Chilwell, he went to whatever competition, I can't remember, was it World Cup, and he didn't play a single minute. So maybe he feels like, okay. But I'm saying it in the sense, like, that could have really affected him not getting picks. Like, I feel like he could have done a job in the Euros.
I definitely
So I
think.
started there.
I definitely think he could have done a job, but like, I need that creative output, i.e., assists. I need you to start scoring goals again, and I'm just looking, and I'm like. And I'm disappointed. And I think as a senior player, as one of the vice captains of the team, you need to step up. Like I didn't think we'd finish this pre-season thinking, would I start Maddison or the 18-year-old kid in the 10 coming into the first game? So, yeah, like this pre-season's been all right. It's a mixture because we've had various levels of availability, but second season we need to kick on. Like we're not going to be challenging. Like I don't expect us to challenge for the league title. Let's be realistic.
Of course.
The aim is to get top 4. So that's one more place.
Werner's
Hopefully, pardon.
Werner's back.
Where did he go?
He's on
Yeah,
loan.
we signed him on loan again. I'm so happy we
again?
didn't buy him.
Or the
I'm
option
so
to buy?
Maybe the option to buy is still there, but we
Or
didn't take up.
obligation.
We didn't take up the option. We decided to loan him again.
Do you know? I still think back to the video of you saying, and I can't deny the fact that he had such a shit season at Chelsea, but we need him now. And you started talking about who's that geezer, the Spanish one that has an English name.
Oh, Brian Hill.
Is he still there?
No, Brian Hill's gone out on loan. Thank Christ.
Again,
Like,
why do you guys not sell him, man?
yeah, he's got 1 year left. Okay, so he will be going. The thing, to be fair, like one of our patterns of play is getting the ball to byline and cutting it across.
That's one of strength.
Like he can do that.
Yeah.
But you're a one trick pony. So unless you're doing that, delivering that skill successfully, you're not effective. And like the amount of time, like I was watching him yesterday. I'm like, why are you stood on the sideline by yourself and not getting involved in the play? So yeah, but for me, he's a squad player. If we have our first 11, he doesn't start. So
That's so fair.
yeah, like
He contributes to us winning the Champions League.
So does Mount. You don't give a shit about him.
but yeah, we need another winger because like I feel like we're focusing on fixing the attacking end. We've got Solanke, but we need
Come take one
we
of
need
ours.
and
Madueke.
we've got Noni was ours. And we let him go. Yeah, he's from the Spurs academy.
Oh. You let your bright prospects go.
What has he delivered since he left?
Damn.
Sorry, I'm not
TikToks.
All right.
Yeah, but like, do you see what I mean? But yeah, we
He's
need
good- he's good for
another
marketing.
winger.
Very good for
marketing,
marketing. Marketing
But-
genius he is.
But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see how the season goes, but I'm happy. I'm not angry, but equally like, catch me next week and we still ain't signed no one else.
Livid.
But
We cannot sign off this episode, without doing predictions.
Hey!
We're gonna do predictions all throughout August, just so everybody that's not here can get their predictions in, and everyone's got to stand on business by the time we get to the end of the season. All right. So, firstly, who do we see winning the Premier League this season? Now, I'll start. I'll make it easy.
Here we go.
I'm going for Arsenal.
Of course you are.
I'm going for Arsenal to win the Premier League 2024-2025.
You said that last season as well.
And I'm going to say it every single season because that pressure needs to be on them. It needs to be on them. Sorry. They have the best squad in the league.
They don't, but
They do.
they don't. But
Okay. Who has a better squad than
Man
Arsenal?
City.
I
Okay.
agree.
On paper, yes. But I think Man City's going to be very tired
They've still got
this
Walker.
season. They're going to be very, very tired.
Pep Guardiola.
Arsenal have Zinchenko.
Yeah, but
They got Timber.
Yeah, Timber's back.
I think Man City. I think Man City are going to make a couple of signings, and that's going to really improve that squad. So
Where?
Anyway,
where
they need
a right
the
back.
where the signings coming
They
from?
need a right
They
back.
need,
Alright.
they need the money to come in. Do
you know,
Alvarez,
big-
that deal's not completed.
Because we haven't got enough time,
Okay.
we'll probably discuss this when the season actually starts. So bear with
Sorry.
us. When the season starts, we'll talk about it. But for me, Premier League champions 2024, 2025, I'm going for Arsenal. Who you going for, Faye?
Arsenal.
Who you going for, Tima?
City
City.
City doing a 4P is crazy.
5p.
A 5P. We might as well be the Bundesliga.
I don't care. Because if the alternative
City-
is them lot, I don't
City doing a
bring the
5P
I feel like they
is
do it.
ridiculous.
They do it this season.
If City do a 5P, we are the Farmers League. That's
Okay. I
don't care.
ridiculous.
I don't care.
I'd
man.
rather be the
I don't
Farmers
care.
League than have Arsenal win it.
Thank you very much.
All right, bet. All right, top four. Who we going for in our top four?
So I'll say Arsenal.
It doesn't have to be in order.
Okay, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, Chelsea.
Okay.
Arsenal. So City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Spurs.
Okay.
Oh, thank you for being on this, even though it pains you.
Oh, this won't be repeated after this episode.
To be fair, mine's the same. Yeah, City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Spurs.
City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea. I'll be damned if I put Spurs in there before I put Chelsea. Dirty traitor. Dirty.
If
I
I'm
think,
honest,
I think it's going to take.
think
I think it's going to take Enzo a little bit of time to
Dirty.
get going. To be fair.
That's the thing.
So-
But
Then he will.
It probably
I'm still
will.
gonna
It'll
do
take
the
him
knee
time,
back.
but I
It
feel
will
like
take him time.
once he gets it cooking,
So I hope we make the same early sprout that we did last season.
Do you know what? Maybe Aston Villa can retain it.
They won't.
Huh?
I really like West Ham signings. I don't think they're going to make.
West Ham
make
are
top
looking
four.
strong, but they're not making top four.
No,
Can I actually think
I think
about-
they'll come back to Europe.
Can I
come
think
back
about
to
that
Europe,
full
but not top
spot?
four.
I do think. Let me think about
We
it,
could have got
'cause-
there last season if we had the actual
I
manager
think
with a
Chelsea
brain.
could get there.
If we had a manager with a brain last season, we could have got that. 100%.
All right, cool. So by December, who do we see top in the league?
City.
Arsenal.
I'm going City.
As in, like, top on Christmas. What
Top at Christmas.
It's been Arsenal for like two seasons.
Arsenal top at
That's
Christmas.
actually true.
Arsenal for
Yeah,
two
Arsenal-
seasons.
like that.
Arsenal top at Christmas, but City to win the league.
City.
Should I go way off tangent and say Liverpool
You never
top
know.
at Christmas? And then you have
Apparently
Ella
it's-
sitting here saying, yeah, we're going to win the league this season.
Bring on Madrid.
I don't mind if they win the
Bring on
league. I don't care.
Madrid.
As long as it's not Arsenal. I
Has
don't
Ella
care.
got over her heartbreak? And Thiago?
Do you know what? Not yet, you know.
Not yet, man. Not yet. Give her
Free-
time, man. Give her
Give
time.
it to- That's a heartache. I'm
Imagine
still,
if they lose Trent as well.
And Van Dijk. So last year as
that's
well.
not going to happen this season. I think next season.
They're both in their last year of
gonna
their
lose.
contract.
Boy, they might
I
have to
feel
go
like
on a
Van
free.
Dijk will stay. I don't
He ain't
care.
signed a deal.
They might be on a free.
Yeah,
I
'cause you know,
I haven't
like,
heard
Real-
any
Real Madrid
rumbles.
love sniffing around when there's a world class player that they can get for free.
I haven't heard any like concrete rumbles yet about Van Dijk, but Trent, it's looking shaky.
And Trent's Adidas athlete, Real Madrid.
Shaky.
Boy. Can you
But-
imagine if they go from Bellingham summer to Mbappe summer to Trent summer?
This would be the most ridiculous Real Madrid team that we would have seen in a long time. I'm looking at 3 back-to-back Champions League wins minimum.
The squad is starting to look like Chelsea.
Let's wrap
Which
this up.
Chelsea? The Chelsea from 04
No.
05?
Let's wrap this up.
Black.
Black.
That's what she's black.
Okay.
Anyways, this has been a very unhinged pre-season episode. Guys, we are back for the season. Yay! No, just me.
Get one.
We are back for the season. Make sure you are following us on all our social media platforms to keep up with our content. That is at Gold Diggers UK on Twitter, at Gold Diggers UK _ on Instagram, Gold Diggers UK on TikTok. Make sure you're following us on LinkedIn. Right.
Yes, please do.
I remember to say LinkedIn. And make sure you keep up with everything that we're going to be doing, especially us on our individual journeys as well. Of course, you can find all of our ads, as we said it at the beginning. Lauren, you weren't here at the beginning.
At
so
Lauren Coys.
there we
Thank
go,
you.
on all platforms. if you can hashtag find Faye, let us know in the comments that you
not.
found Faye.
Yeah.
Send us a screenshot of your follow request, please. And send us the pending.
Please let us know, and maybe we'll pressure Faye into acceptance so you can see what we see. Also, let us know who you think is going to win the Premier League. Let us know who you think is going to who's going to end in the top 4. Let us know who you think is going to be top of the league at the end of the season.
And let us know if you think we should sell Reece James.
Yeah, let us know if you think we should sell. If you think we should sell Reece James,
And let us
That's
know if
you.
you know how to say Tossin's last name.
let us know if you're Ghanaian and you like egg. Just put an egg emoji. Put an egg emoji in the comments, okay? Yeah, you want to go there? We can go. We can go. But guys, we will see you next week. Bye.